Hi guys, Alex Fortey here, The Art of Simple Golf with Shawn Clement from Wisdom in Golf. Now, we've shot some really cool videos on a senior strain-free golf swing today, but this applies to every single one of you, about allowing the weight of the club, the weight of the tool to dictate a lot more of what we're trying to accomplish.
Correct.
Okay,
exactly.
So walk us through it.
Okay. Now, if you had a simple way to think about it, if I had a hammer and I wanted to nail one shot into a board, I wouldn't exactly take it back a couple of inches and force it down. I'd take it back and really feel the weight of the instrument tag that nail, especially if I have to do that all day.
Yeah.
Now, if I was a lumberjack, now the green lumberjack is going to grab the axe and yank it around like a pit bull with a rag doll, and he'll be wasted in about a half an hour.
Yeah.
And so the seasoned lumberjack who's laughing at him is going to use the weight of his axe to deliver the blow. Now we're going to do two things here. Number one, for those of you who've got floating eyes, this is going to serve you extremely, extremely well. So if I had, let's say, notice I have a ball on a tee here. See this tee? It's like a little twig. So I get set up with a 6-pound axe. Well, there's no way that little twig is going to stop the weight of the axe. So when I take the weight of the axe and I heave it into the backswing, I would never heave it behind me, would I?
No.
I'm not going to do that twice anyways.
No.
I would never heave it away from me and allow the axe to take out my front leg.
Like a scene from Game of Thrones or something.
That's right. I wouldn't heave the axe straight up to shave bark down the tree. That's not going to get any work accomplished. I'm going to take the weight of the axe and I'm going to heave it back in a way that's going to allow me to cut through the twig. There's only one place for that, and that's here. Now notice how my body moved out of the way, because if I don't move the body and I heave the axe, I'm going to knock myself
all over
silly.
again.
Exactly. Yeah. So when I heave the axe, the body glides out of the way, and now I can use the weight of the axe to cut through that tee beautifully.
See, what's extraordinary and what I really hope people see is the simplicity in this, that there's not one jot in Shawn's brain thinking about where he needs to put his body, his legs, his
Imagine a
arms.
lumberjack going, make sure the axe is in the right place here, right?
Am I on plane with my axe?
That guy's dead before the day's over.
Yeah.
All right? So I see the stem or the twig in my mind's eye that's below. So my eyes are actually between the club and the ball, and I can see the leading edge of my club ready to cut through that tee. I feel the weight of the axe. I heave the axe, and I use the weight of the axe to cut through that twig, and look at that ball go. That was so effortless.
And the thing is, when I first started, when I was a late teenager, Nick Price, Nick Faldo, they were in their prime really, and one of their favorite drills was the preset drill.
Yes.
It's Ledbetter liked it, and it really helped me to sort of understand the movement.
Yes.
But I must have hit thousands of golf balls like that. I love to practice because it was like meditation for me, and I do different shots. I wore holes in an old set of clubs, and I just hit A-time after A-time, but doing the same movement to make sure that I got that position. But I wasn't doing it, and this is where the wheels started coming off a little bit, and me going down the wrong path about making golf too complex. Exactly. Yeah. And I was trying to place myself into that position instead of letting the weight of this to guide me.
Exactly.
So the way Shawn's doing it is like he's holding it like an axe, which is great, but I would also suggest holding it from the preset position, but as long as you feel that grip. Right?
Exactly. And then the positioning in the backswing has to relate to the task. So when you set up, you say, okay, there's no way I'm going to be able to cut the stem in that direction from here. Yeah. So the direction where you are in your backswing, so if you go to the top of the backswing and stop, you say, okay, well that feels like I'm going to take out my pinky toe on the way out, way to the right. That feels like I'm going to cut way to the left. This feels like I'm going to cut through the stem and in the direction I want my ball to go. So if you orientate the backswing to the task, you'll find where you need to be.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
It's a great drill. Use the axe drill, feel the weight of the implement, and you're going to be on such a better path.
Now, the next video, and I want you guys, okay, here's a preview for the next video. We're gonna be using a football. In that preset that you talked about with Ledbetter, oh, am I bringing that back for you in a big way, and you won't believe how that's gonna help you out.
So we'll get to that, and you'll see it next time. Thanks.
See ya.